Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and what could actually be the start of a brand new series on my channel. So I've mentioned before that I really wanted to get back into Sims 4. Basically, I go through phases of downloading Sims, playing it until it takes over my life, and then uninstalling it and just kind of removing it from my life entirely. And then eventually, it's like a drug addiction, guys. I just go back and I start using it all over again. So I basically love the Sims series, and I've spent a lot of time playing The Sims. And I've actually played Sims a few times on this channel, so you can check out a video I made of our old flat, or at least me trying to build it. Ali needed to help us because I'm not good at spatial awareness, guys. Spatial awareness is tough. And I also made a video when we first moved into our new house, the one that we're in now, where I built it in Sims. I also made Oliver and Darcy and Evie so that you guys could see our little family all in our house. But that was all in Sims 3. What I'm going to be playing today is Sims 4. So I floated the idea, I've talked about it I think maybe on Twitter, and I talked about it at GamerCon, of doing a Sim series where we design like a dream home, because obviously we're looking for houses at the moment, and then move us in there and just kind of play out Ali and Claire's life in the world of Sims. And you guys were so positive, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So if you guys want me to continue this series, I also have a question at the end of the video about how I'm going to play this series, so make sure you stick around for that and let me know in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you hit subscribe, press that notification bell if you're interested in seeing all the videos in this series. So guys, let's go into it. Let's play The Sims 4. So it's probably worth me explaining what I'm going to be doing in this episode. So if you don't know already, Ali and I are actually looking for a house at the moment. We're renting here and our lease ends soon and we want to get a house together. So that's what kind of like sparked off the interest and the thought process behind this series. And the house we're going to be building in Sims is like our dream house. So this isn't the house that we're going to be able to buy. This would be like if money was no object, and if where we were living was no object, and we could just find this amazing plot and build this amazing house, this would be the house that we'd build. So bear that in mind. This is definitely not the house that we are moving into. So it's kind of just based on like, obviously when you look at house listings, you see these amazing houses and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that house. So some of that is based on this, and it is just literally what our dream home would be. So that's kind of the style that I'm going for. And obviously I've built this previous to me making this video. I actually looked back, I recorded the whole thing, and I had 8.5 hours worth of footage to go through to try and build the whole of this. If you look here now, I'm using something called the Sims resource, which I used a lot when I was playing. I used a lot to get all the content in this game. What I was getting there was arches, because I realized that I wanted to kind of have quite open plans. I was downloading an arch, but a lot of the stuff you're going to see on this game is custom content, and it is all from the Sims resource. It's an absolutely amazing website. So I realized at this point in the game that I really want the hallway to kind of have a staircase, just like this one. I don't like the straight up ones. Previous games that you have the spiral staircase, this one doesn't, and it really bugged me. And I actually went on a channel that I've been on a few times in the past. I'm going to link him in the description below. He is called The Sims Supply, and he makes literally the best Sims videos ever. He does these amazing builds, and he does a lot of guides on how to build in The Sims as well. And I watched a guide before I started building this. It's where I learned a lot of the tricks. I got the cheats to give me more money. I used a cheat as well to help me move stuff. It's called BB Move Objects On. It lets you move stuff a lot more easily. And I used his guide to build the staircase here, because this isn't a standard Sim staircase. What I had to do was have quite thick foundations at the bottom of the house, build a staircase up to them, and then another staircase upwards. So my hole in this build is actually a level below everything else, and it's because I really wanted a staircase that looked like that. I didn't want like the straight up staircase. I really like quite grand entrances. So when you go into a house, like that's your first impressions. I wanted this really amazing grand house and a grand entrance, and I realized that the stairs were a little bit too close to the door. So I'm just doing some tweaking here to I add the arch that I mentioned, and I'm also pulling back that staircase. It was very finicky, and there's a reason this took me 8.5 hours to do. I had to learn a lot of things as I was building, but I just enjoyed the same so much that Ali was there working away, making all these different videos, and I was sat there making this house for you guys. That is literally how long it took me to make it. But it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing when it's done, guys. Stick around, because honestly, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to speed through a lot of the builds for you now, and then at the end, I'm going to show you the whole house as it's finished. And I'm going to show Ali as well. He's going to join me, and we're going to go through the house together. So this is kind of the back wall of the house. I wanted to do kind of big, huge windows and kind of bifolding doors along the back. so that you could see into the garden. And also I picked a plot that was next to a river because I thought it would be lovely to kind of look through the house and see this big, beautiful, amazing river behind. So that's the logic behind that. You'll obviously come down the hallway and look straight through into the back, and this is going to be kind of the kitchen and living area. Now, I had some issues building this kitchen and living. I just didn't really know what I wanted to do, and it took me a little while to figure it out. So first thing first, I built the kitchen. I had a real stress here because the worktops that I ended up wanting to use, these ones here, they don't have an island option, so you can't kind of have the bits that come off the edge. But I really like the color of them. I thought they were the most stylish ones. I couldn't figure out a cooker that went with them, but I still went ahead. How cool is that fridge? And how cool is that dishwasher? I think they look super, super awesome. So I was really happy to put those in there and kind of make this super stylish, very modern looking kitchen, which would be my dream kitchen. Our kitchen at the moment is quite little, so when we're cooking, we're kind of going around each other on the counters, and it's just not the ideal situation, but this would be. You can see that I'm trying to like make an island using shelves. And guys, it just didn't work. Like, it was really stressing me out that I couldn't make the shelves. So I'm like, Evie's running around. Right, forget it. I'm just going to give up. I picked a dining table that's similar to the dining table we already have because I'm like, I want to include some of our actual furniture in there too. But I went for these kind of like quite stylish looking chairs, I would say. And I also added some stools to the back. I know it's not a breakfast bar. I know it's not going to work, but I just went ahead and did it anyway. So I've gone for brick around the side of the house. We're obviously based in the UK, we're English, and most houses in England tend to be either this brick sort of style or they're kind of a render sort of style, and they're the two main types of houses that you see. So I'm just going by the houses that I know and I see around and I like. I also added quite like a cool entrance. I put a little bunny and a pig by the door there just because I thought it was really cute. I started to build all these kind of crazy water fountains, and Ali's like, Claire, settle down, that's a little bit too crazy. You peered over and said to calm down. So I just went for these bushes and stuff, and I put some little trees at the front of the house, and I think it looks pretty nice. So onto the hallway. I realized at the end that the curtains do not match. Guys, I will sort that out, don't worry. I wanted like a little bit of a groovy seating area, so when you came in here you had a little place to sit down and check the post and that kind of thing, but it wasn't really working in the space, so I've put the console table over there. I do fill that with stuff later on, don't worry, and I just kind of figured like I wanted to do that kind of thing, it just wasn't working. So Ali actually played piano when he was younger. He can play piano, and I figured if I put one in the house, maybe he'd pick it up again and he'd start playing piano and music in the hall, and it would sound really nice. Put a nice little kind of shaggy rug on the floor there, and I'm just putting pictures and like filling this shelf full of like cute things, because basically in Sims and in a real life house, the more stuff you put into a house, the more homey it becomes. And you will see that I've done that everywhere in this house. Like, the individual number of items in this house will be absolutely insane, because I have literally just filled the house full of stuff. So it's gonna look really homey, it's gonna look really cute. I was trying to figure out what to put here. I nearly put a spooky tree because I quite like the way the spooky tree looks, but I'm like, no, let's just put some plants, let's put some pictures. I ended up going for this like cool bird picture. Like, I think that's really cool. I think that's a custom content thing. I'll probably leave some links in the description to some of the custom content that I used. I used this cool kind of brick wall along the back. How cool would that be to have in your kitchen? Plus, if anything gets dirty, you can just wipe it clean. And I tried to build a really cool wine rack, like of wine going all the way up that wall, but oh my gosh, it just wasn't working, guys, because I'm having to use this cheat to manually move everything around using like 9 and 0 and holding Alt. Just wasn't working. It was turning into a bit of a nightmare. But I put like a little herby counter over there where you store your plates and you pick your herbs. We don't cook with fresh herbs, but if we did in Dream World, in Dream House, we cook with fresh herbs. So I set some of those up as well. I went for these like cool little lights. I did have them in the kitchen, but I thought if we're gonna have them in the dining room, then I'll put something else in the kitchen. But I love those kind of like quite hipster, I guess, looking sort of freestanding light bulbs, all just hanging down there. I thought it looked really, really cool. So changed the kitchen a little bit to have 2 cookers so we can both cook alongside each other. It's a social kitchen, guys. It's a very social kitchen. And I've added some little placemats and just stuff. Like, at this point, literally, I probably spent 2 hours filling everything with stuff and manually placing everything in the most finicky kind of way, just so that I could put as much stuff in the house as possible. But I think it works. So, kitchen's finished. dining room's finished. Now I wanted to move on to the living room. These sofa parts look a different color to each other, but it's the way that the light is rendered in Sims. Because look, I put two opposite and they show the colors the opposite way around. So it's not like I've just picked out two pieces of items that don't go together. Trust me, they go together. It is just the lighting. And when I add the rest of the light, it stops doing that. It stops doing that. So I was having this cool kind of double L-shaped sofa thing, but I'm like, it's too close to the TV. So I changed it and I put two little comfy chairs there instead. I may switch that L round to be a little bit more in front of the TV. And then just had this cool TV zone. I put a cinema TV there and I was like, no, I want it to be more like kitschy, more like loads of stuff going on. But that cinema TV comes back later. So if you're a fan of that and you were kind of sad that it was over, don't worry, because the cinema TV comes back. And again, now I'm just adding loads of stuff. I was actually trying like loads of different rugs. And I think I tried a zebra one for a while, which I actually loved. But I knew that as soon as Ali saw it, he'd be like, that is horrible. Please don't use that. So I had to switch it out again because I knew it wouldn't look right. And I think I ended up on, it's still like a grey sort of cool geometric-y kind of thing. But there, that's the zebra one, guys. I think he looks cool, or zebra if you're in America. We say that word slightly different. But I went for this kind of grey one in the end, and I think it looks pretty cool. So as you can see, the issue I'm now having is this room is ridiculously huge. And the issue of ever buying a big house means you have to fill it with stuff, guys, and that's not easy. So I'm like, this is a stressful experience. I'm gonna have to buy a bar. So I bought a bar and I put it at the end of the room there. I kind of figured maybe it can be a bit more of an entertaining space. Invite all our friends around because obviously we've got a dream house and like they can hang out in this sort of bar zone with us. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this bit in the middle though. So I put some bookcases there. I was like, I'm not really sure what to do in this zone. So I think I went back to the living room. Actually, I finished the day there. That was 2 days ago that I recorded that. This is what I came back to yesterday. And again, procrastinated because I don't know what to do with that zone. So I thought, you know what? Let's make some cool shelves in the kitchen. So I did that. And I'm not sure if those are meant to be used that way, but I thought they looked really cool as like kitchen backs and shelves. And again, funny colours there. Don't worry, it is the same colour. It's just the way the game's rendering light. And I took the opportunity as well to extend the kitchen a little bit. So you kind of have this little groovy unit at the side as well. Fingers crossed this house actually works when I try to move Sims into it the way, because I've put stuff in crazy places, but fingers crossed it's going to work. I added some lighting under there. This plant here that I've put on there on its own. I love those plants. If you watch my Mass Effect video, you can. We got so excited about that plant. So you'll see that plant a lot in this house because I basically just added it everywhere. So I come back to this zone and I'm like, shall I kind of make it almost like a little ski lodge, you know, with a little wood fire, really cozy little chair. Those are some little custom cushions. I put, it's a bit of a crazy rug, but I put a crazy rug on the floor and I'm like, maybe it's a chill out zone. But then I kind of looked at this zone and I'm like, this living room is almost identical to that one. So I'm like, what is the point of having a living room within a living room? It's like living roomception, and it just doesn't, I didn't really see the point of it. So although I love the design of it, I just wasn't really sure if it was working. I ended up going back and just adding more stuff. In fact, I got to add in that rug to the sofa and Ali walked by again and he's like, you're adding way too much stuff. And I'm like, if you think this is too much stuff when we actually managed to find our own house and I fill it with things, you're going to be really, really worried. So I thought, I don't know what I'm doing with that. That room's too big. I divided the end of it and I'm just like, okay, I will come back to it. And I started to build the room at the big room there is going to be really exciting. I'll do that in a little bit. You guys are going to love that. But I'm starting to build some weird shapes here and you're like, what is that little corridor that she's building? There's logic in this, guys. So obviously we have the little bean, Evie. We also want to get another dog. And if you've got dogs, it's like when they come in from a really, really muddy walk, it's nice to have like almost like a wet room to bring them into first and wash them off. And if you were having a dream house, you would definitely build a wet room. So that is the idea of this. If the Sims 4, I don't think the Sims 4 is the laundry the way that Sims 3 did. But this is where you would put your tumble dryer and your washing machine, and also where you put a little sink and you just basically wash the dogs off. And if they're all gross and horrible from a walk, then that is where they go and kind of get all nice again. So that was the idea here. It's a very narrow little room, but it leads into the kitchen and it is a cool little washroom. So at this point, I tried to figure out the best way to change this room. And guys, it didn't work out. I'm gonna warn you now, everything that you're seeing, I ended up undoing because I made it smaller. It would have been symmetrical at the front and I was trying to figure out the best way to do it. And I just kind of fell out with it a little bit. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like where this is going. So you can see I'm like, Control Z, 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 or whatever back is. I think it's Control Z, or is that paste? But basically, I went back and I'm like, no, that is not right. I am gonna do something slightly different with this. So what I did is I grabbed all that furniture and I moved it to the other front room. I'm like, okay, here is what we will do instead. We will take that furniture and we will make a cinema slash skills room. So big screen TV, bookcases, chess table, easel. This is a place you go where if everybody's being a bit crazy, someone's cooking, it's loud in the kitchen, I want this little zone where I can just chill out, watch a movie, read a book, play a bit of chess, get a bit of research in. This is the room you come to, and it's a bit more like wooden flooring. You've got the light coming from the front. I thought this through, guys. I really thought this through. That is your kind of slightly more chill out zone, and I actually love that room. Like, I'm a big fan of like hardwood flooring and like lots of woody things, and I just think it looks nice. And then it leads on to a little teeny tiny downstairs bathroom, but it's also got a shower in there, and it's pretty stylish with its little plant. I mean, in an ideal world, I had to check to make sure that would work because I placed it with that tool, so I wasn't sure if she'd be able to use it, but she could, so it was fine. That would come off the hallway, but because of the stairs and the fact that the hallway is kind of down a level in the foundations, I just wasn't sure if it was going to work, so I just put it from that room instead. And if you want to use a toilet, you will have to go through the cinema room, which is fine because you've still got a cinema room. So this is the cool room, guys. So this will be our recording room in Dreamhouse. So I've basically put glass windows all the way along the wall. I've kept the desk setup the same as our current desk setup. So I'm here, Ali is here. Ali also has an additional like desk a bit at the end as well because he plays, he records everything this way and I edit on everything this way, but his console setup is this way. So you can see we've both got triple screens. I use this one as like a second monitor. I use this one as my main monitor. I only use this one if I'm playing console, so that's like my PC and my Xbox kind of screen. So these two will be my main ones, but I thought, you know what, I'll put them all on. I put our little PCs underneath, and then guys, this is the best bit. This is the best bit. This is a mod that I downloaded which let me get Pokemon, and look, Pikachu, the exact same Pikachu is there behind us. I've got a Squirtle and a Charmander there as well. I've put a little Jigglypuff on Ali's desks. There's a Lapras there, there's a Dragonite, there's also Pokeballs on like these. I kept the bookcases, wait, oh my gosh, it's hard to point, but I kept the bookcases there behind us as well. And I just basically tried to keep like the feel of our recording room. You can see the lights there and stuff as well in the recording room in Dreamworld. Put a little fluffy rug down so our feet are nice and cozy as well. And I just filled it with stuff. I put posters up there, I put all sorts up there, I put little hanging lights by the door. And we'll see it in more detail when we show Ali at the end and we almost do like a tour. I will be the estate agent. I will be your estate agent, guys. And yeah, basically just made that zone kind of our very cool recording zone. With this one, I went back and I'm like, you know what? If you've got a bar there, then you kind of want a place to sit and chill. So if we have friends around, people can sit at the bar, people can sit on the table here, and we'll all just have a good time. I put a jukebox there, so if anyone wants to play anything. I've put a little guitar there, and I put the boom box there as well. So basically, it turned into a bit of a better zone. So moving on to upstairs, I really wanted to have like a really big open hallway, and I also wanted to keep the hallway below kind of dual level, I guess. It actually ends up triple level. So the hallway's big and grand and amazing, and then this is the master bedroom. I like, as you can probably guess, I like kind of like natural wood sort of looks. And this bed was really cool because I can kind of add a manual throw at the end and cushions. And I basically just designed my dream sort of bedroom. Like, you look out through those big beautiful windows. We did put curtains on them. I think I may be doing that about here. Actually, Ali walked past here and he's like, why don't we have a TV in our bedroom? So I designed this gorgeous room, and then I had to go back and fit a huge TV in there, but it was fine because we found a little place for it. I tried this table, but it was hanging out the window, so I put it on this kind of like almost suitcasey thing instead. I think it looks pretty cool. Put some curtains there so nobody can spy through when you're sleeping and you don't get woken up. But this is the cool bit, guys. So an archway leads into a dressing room where all our wardrobes and everything are, and our little dresser there as well. And then that leads again. I was gonna put a door to go through to the bathroom, but I was like, you know what? It's our master bedroom. Only yours are gonna be in here. So I just put another archway to go through to the next bathroom, to the bathroom from the dressing room. So you walk through the dressing room and into the bathroom. The bathroom's kind of like quite chic, a little bit like of a dark sort of room, but very, very cool looking. I went for like these dual sinks so we can both be like brushing our teeth or washing our faces at the same time, and nobody's getting in each other's way. And I just basically downloaded this really cool custom bathroom stuff. Heated shower rails, guys, heated towels things, and I even added some towels there as well. I just basically filled it with stuff. And I think it's a really cool bathroom. If you look on the sink there as well, there's like these, they look like Tresemme. Like, to me, that looks like someone's just taken a Tresemme bottle and then put it in the game. So that's the master bedroom. And then I think I'm moving on here. So this is the family bathroom. Ours is the only bedroom with an ensuite, which on a house of this size would probably be a little bit strange, but never mind, it's our house, guys. So this is the family bathroom. Again, I just fill it with stuff because I think that's how you make it look really homey. So it's got a little tray in the shower there to put your shampoo and your face wash, and it's got little towels on the side there, so when you get out of the shower, you've got your nice little towels. There is what would probably be the second or third bedroom. We've kind of gone for like, I don't know, sort of like creams sort of colours there. And then I just basically added, so actually, I need your help on this bit. So I wanted to keep this bit as like glass open above the kitchen below. So loads of light came through, looked really cool. But I can't figure out a way to do it without the floor below being classed as like an open room and not an enclosed room. I tried to put like this half wall around it. I don't know if it's going to work until I move Sims in there, but that's kind of what I went with. I think it would be really cool to have like, I guess there's skylights looking in, giving you loads of light, but if it doesn't count as a room, I'm not going to be able to do it. So, hallway upstairs, I'm talking really quickly. There's like a bit of a feng shui bit over there, some little pictures and stuff going on. There's a little sofa in there too, and then you look down like the glass balcony to like the top hallway. Here is definitely an Ali's requested a room, which is a gym in the home. That would be pretty cool, guys. So I've put his weight stuff in there. I've put a little machine there to do your little, is it shoulder press? I think it might be shoulder press. I wanted to put this like hanging punch bag off the wall, but it said the script wouldn't work because it was custom content, so that's a bit of a shame. This is one of the other bedrooms. This is the smallest bedroom, but it's actually one of my favorites because it's like all wooden and like naturey. I went for like woods and greens, and I think it's like a really cool room. I like that sort of nature feel. There's like little plants at the side of your bed there. I was trying to figure out what to do with that wall, and I actually think I come back later on and put this really cool like deer mirror there. So I love that bedroom. And then this is the other bedroom, which is kind of like probably maybe the second bed, third bed. You'd have to kind of argue that one with the other bedroom. It's kind of got this cool sort of geometric design, little blinds to block the light out there. And then I love this wallpaper because it's kind of like mountain wallpaper, and I think it goes in this room because it's kind of geometric. And then finally I had to build the roof. And guys, building roofs in Sims is not the easiest thing, and I had an idea of what I wanted this roof to look like based on the houses that I see, and it was difficult to do because a lot of them kind of have this as a room above with like a dormer window. So a dormer window means it comes out of the roof. I wasn't able to find a way to do that, so my workaround was to kind of put an extra floor there, put the window there, and the added effect is it actually makes the hallway now 3 levels high. So when you come in, that will feel like this super grand tall room, which I thought was really cool. I tried to like make it the way I wanted it to in my head, and I couldn't quite do it, but I'm still pretty happy with the final result of the roof. And I added a little chimney for that fire that kind of goes up from the bottom floor through that second naturey bedroom and obviously out the roof. So we got the house finished, but we need a garden. And so I kind of went for this sort of patio outside. And how cute are these lights, by the way? How freaking cute are those? So there's a little area to kind of sit outside on a night. You'll have the little lights hanging down. I really wanted to use this grass stuff like throughout the whole of the house, and I finally found a way to use it, which was outside. I would like to bring that inside because I think having an ivy wall inside would be really cool. I don't know, probably a bit of a pain to try and keep alive, but still pretty cool. I quite like gardening, so I put some gardening patches around the side so I can plant some like little chilies and whatnot and grow those. And then there's also this area here with the little barbecue, little hanging lights, so if you invite people around you can sit outside, chill out under the umbrellas. And I didn't put a pool. Again, that's probably very English of me, but you don't tend to get pools on houses in England, so I just didn't bother adding it. I did add lots of trees and stuff because we like nature, we like quite tree looking homes. And guys, that is the entire build finished. Oh my gosh, I talked so much there. That is 8.5 hours of me recording myself building this house, condensed into 20 minutes, which is quite an achievement. It's quite an achievement. But that was the build. That was me going through it really quickly just to show you what I did and kind of my thought process behind everything. But that's not really giving you a tour of the house, and it's not really explaining the idea behind this series either. So I'm gonna get Ali down in a minute and kind of show him through the house, and then we'll do a proper little tour. I've tried to make it with the camera look like I'm walking through. If you play The Sims, then you'll know how that camera's not easy. Like, I was playing with the Sims 3 mode camera, and it was really hard to use, like really hard to use, but I've done the best I can. We're gonna do a little house tour, we're gonna show Ali, then I'm gonna talk a little bit about the series and see if you guys are excited for it. So we've got Ali here.
What's up?
And the little Bean has come to check out her new home as well.
She has.
Although you can't get dogs in Sims.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, what?
This sucks, doesn't it?
Okay, we're in.
This is our home.
Yo, I
What do
did
you
see
think of the
Claire like
outside?
building it along, but obviously it was such a
Yeah.
long process. I haven't really seen the whole thing. It looks really good. The roof looks great. The outside looks great. It looks like a banging house. Absolutely amazing.
So the camera's hard to use, but
Okay.
I've tried to kind of look like we're walking into the house. I realised that I leave that brick and I thought, oh, don't worry. I did repaint. Oh, it kind of looks cool.
Don't point out the things that are bad, 'cause I won't notice them. Like, you know what I mean?
So
Okay, it's got
the
paintings
thought
going
process
on.
here
Yeah.
was you come through the door and you can see right into the back of the house.
Love that.
And into the beautiful environment.
All about that sort of look-through vibe as you enter a house.
Yeah.
Being able to see to the back of a garden. Nice, interesting glass doors. I like that. Sort of,
Also, you see how this is grey at the bottom?
yeah.
It's actually the same colour. It's the way the light works because that's like
okay.
on the floor below. And look, it's two
I
levels
like
up.
that.
Two
I like
levels
that. I
up.
love being able to look up to the first floor from the bottom
Yeah.
floor and be able to see everything.
There's your piano. Don't
piano.
mention the fact that the curtains don't match. They
Oh
will
yeah,
match
what's
the wall.
happened
I
there?
don't know. But then look, here's our little console where we put our post.
Nice.
Our little pictures. Just
smile.
Just smile
We're
and
always
stuff.
smiling, this is
Look,
good.
yeah, I fixed it.
Oh really?
And then like a big chandelier that actually comes from the floor above, you know.
I like that. That's really cool. You
Yeah.
walk in, you have that painting's going through the stair.
I know there's nothing I can do about it, so stop mentioning it.
No, it's a very grand entrance, and I'll have to go back to learning piano again to
Yeah,
make,
that's
every time
what
someone comes in,
I'm
I'll play them a little tune.
Here's our little dining
Those
area.
glass windows are huge.
They're cool, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to buy folding ones, but it's just the dual ones. Look, do you notice the plant?
Oh yeah, I said I like that. That's so cool.
Look, it says keep it simple.
Did you write that out? Or is this
No,
something-
it came with that. It came with that.
okay.
Little chopping board as well.
I like that.
Some deep sea scrolls on the left, just because.
Inspiration for
Yeah.
recipes,
Yeah.
you never know.
Ancient recipes, and then just loads of clutter because I think it looks good.
Did you
with
tell them
clutter.
we like to cook lots?
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I said we put one each so we can both cook together.
There we go. I like that. That's cool. We've got to have like dual things for everyone.
Yeah, we're a bit obsessed with both of us doing things at the same time. So yeah, that's actually our
I
recording room
love the
over
hanging
there.
pots and pans, by the way. Those
Looks
are really
cool, doesn't
yeah.
it? This is the living space.
Okay.
So
Like,
this-
is that a giant?
Giant lantern.
It looks ginormous. Did you do that
That's
on
quite
purpose?
cool. Yeah, I wanted like quite a big one.
Okay.
And then this area at the back, we have a little log burner there.
Like it.
And then it's
Ooh,
kind
like
of a
that.
bar area. It's meant to be when people come round, so they can kind of come
I think
and
that's
chill
cool.
with
I
us.
like that.
Yeah, it's an entertaining house.
Yeah, exactly.
And then here is the room, like, so if you came in the hallway, this is the room on the right.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So this room, I kind of didn't know what to do with, and then there wasn't enough room to do what I
Hey,
wanted in the other
when
room.
it's a TV that big, you just sit there and watch TV.
And it's a cinema room, big curtains, so you can close it all off, turn the lights off, but you can also play a bit of chess.
I'm down for a bit of
read
chess.
book. It's
Not
almost like a
bad.
bit of a decompression room, bit of a
I
chill out
like
room.
it. It's that kind of wow. Okay, Oliver,
Oliver,
come
you
join
can't
as well.
come sit here if you're going to be up here. So there we go.
Wait, is there a bath, shower in that
the
room?
bathroom comes off from that room because there was nowhere else to really put it. But still, you need a bottom floor bathroom.
So
don't
that's
you?
if we're kind of gaming so hard. No, not gaming. This is the gaming room.
This is the gaming room. So
I have had a sneak peek at this, and I think it's the
I
best thing
had to
on
show you
earth.
because of the Pokemon, but the Pokeballs as well. Did you see those?
Like, honestly, this room, like, I'd live in this room. I mean, it is this room, really. So
we already
do
live in this
it.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a pretty cool version of it.
Similar shelves. That PC's not too far off of my current one.
I
With its
know
crazy design
it wouldn't
as well.
fit under the desk, and then look, my
Oh.
white PC's there as well.
Nice. You've even got Oliver on the
Yeah,
desk.
that's what I was
Look,
kind
he's
of
right
thinking.
here.
He's
How
right
good
here.
is that?
He's right. Although I don't think he wants to be, but you can't go on the desk bar because we're using it.
So this is the wet room.
Yeah, this exactly. So when we come in from a long muddy walk, the little Bean will come in here, although she wants to go
Go and
see
chase
Oliver.
Oliver, go on.
And we just like we get her in here, and she's all nice and dry, and we'll do our washing and stuff.
I thought there was a toaster in there for
And
a
it leads
second.
outside.
Nice, I like that. I like that. I'm all about the wet room.
And then this is the back garden. I know
Okay.
you can have a pool in Sims, but I kind of figured in England we wouldn't have a pool.
I want a pool.
I didn't put one, but I put this
It's
cool
cool.
little seating.
Okay, nice.
This lights up on a night.
Wait, is this the back garden?
Yeah, this is the back garden.
I see. Yeah.
And that door actually leads out onto a path with a river, just right next to us. So
very cool.
It's location. Got the location, and then you walk through that bit, and you're in like this little barbecue entertaining
Nice.
bit.
Get people outside during the summer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Little fairy lights for them.
Little
as
fairy
well.
lights. That's
this
cool.
Is where I do some gardening.
Okay, nice. I wonder what's going to be going on that
You
side.
can barbecue and I will garden.
I'm down. That sounds the perfect plan. Right, so we're going up the stairs
This is
now.
me trying to walk upstairs. It's not the easiest
I would
thing.
not. If I was playing The Sims, I would be horrific at it. So you've done a good job. I love the armor set. Love that.
Double jewel, looking pretty cool.
Really, really cool.
I should actually extend those things up if I can do, shouldn't I? That would look quite cool.
So it's like one big window going from the bottom. Yeah, I like that. All right, so we're going to a spare room? Or?
Master bedroom.
Master bedroom first, baby.
So it's quite hard to show, so what I decided to do was stand in front of the mirror, because that wall's all mirrored.
Oh, okay, I see
So
what
you can kind of see.
Yeah.
I put the TV in for you. I know you requested it. So
we
there's
need a TV
the
in the
TV.
bedroom, just because when you want to chill and watching TV.
Little mirror, little
Nice,
cute
getting
star
ready
fan.
mirror.
And then this is the cool bit. This is the cool bit. So
Is this our like changing room, dressing room? Yeah.
I'll do my makeup there, and then we've got our wardrobes at the opposite
I'll
side.
put my clothes in there.
Yeah. Like there's a little mirror there as well for getting ready.
Nice.
The camera's very difficult.
Oh wow!
to
So
control.
is that a mirror reflecting your makeup?
Makeup,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then this is our bathroom.
Wow, love that.
So-
Wait, one of them's floating.
Wait for it. I realised this midway through, and I moved the sink back down again.
Okay, I thought maybe you'd made them taller for me, so like that it was closer to my head. I
That
don't know.
would be quite a smart idea,
There you
but
go.
when you build from above, it's quite difficult to tell the
Oh,
levels
God,
of
that is-
stuff.
It looks frustrating.
Yeah,
To see. Okay,
oh my
there
gosh.
we go.
This is why it took me 8.5 hours.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's crazy.
So look, you can see in the mirror there our his and hers little
Shampoos,
dressing gowns and stuff.
dressing gowns. Love
There
that.
we go. So this is one spare bedroom. It's either the second or third. You could argue for either, but I thought it looked pretty cool.
Okay, so that leads on next to ours, adjacent to ours.
Yeah, and then this is the family bathroom.
Okay.
Ours is the only one with an ensuite, so you know, there's only us.
Everyone else got to share that one. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
I tried to go
Is that
into
an indoor
it.
fountain?
Yeah, that's an indoor. That's a
Love
feng shui
that.
zone.
Feng shui, all about feng shui.
I tried to show it, but it's so difficult. They need to have like a Sim's eye view.
So here's the walls of our building, guys.
But look, that's where you feel little shampoo,
I like that.
little towels and stuff.
Oh, yeah, all about that.
Yeah, how cool is that?
You can just chill there, and if it's a nice day, let the sun
Yeah.
come in.
And that leads on to the
Oh,
gym.
wait, is this upstairs?
Yeah.
What?
There's your gym.
I need a good look at this.
Pretty cool,
On the
isn't
spare
it?
bedrooms, how's my gym looking?
This is like the smallest bedroom.
Okay, still
a
very well
double.
decorated, though.
Yeah, I thought I'd go for like nature
Love
vibe.
the like antler deer kind of mirror. That's
It's
cool.
isn't it? Very cool. And then the bedroom at the end is like the second/third, and I went for a geometric feel.
Okay, I like that. Do we get a better look at the gym?
No, that's the gym.
What? I want to look at the gym.
It's cool. It's got weights. I tried to put a punch. This is the
Lovely.
view, by the way.
Wow, that's really cool.
Look, undeveloped property adjacent. That's
Are we
what
buying
you
that
want.
up?
Yeah.
We're buying up so no one builds on it.
And look, we've got skylights as
Wow,
well.
that's cool. What about, are we going to see the roof? There we go.
Yeah, and look, that's how we go up through floors.
Evie's fine, leave her alone.
Evie's found a toy.
Oh, so is that...
So the hallway actually extends up 3 floors.
nice, okay.
And then that's it. That's kind of our house.
Is there anything on the third
No,
floor?
it's just
Okay.
empty at the moment because we can't access it.
We can
can't
extend
access
later,
it.
guys, don't worry.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's potential to extend, although when I was building, I was literally like, I kind of want to de-stend.
You made it smaller at one point, and I was like, this is supposed to be our like mad dream house.
I know.
Go big or go home. Make it huge.
And I was explaining as well that although we're looking for a house at the moment, this isn't the house that we're looking for.
I mean, we'd love it to be.
Yeah, this is like goals house for like anybody, and this is how it looks in different
We just changed this
different
time
lights.
of day and stuff.
Yeah, because I wanted to kind of show how the light came in on an evening, that beautiful golden hour lighting, and how gorgeous it all looks. And
I
then
do like it. I like there's lots of dog walks nearby as well.
Yeah, look
for
at
the
that.
non-existing dogs that don't exist in Sims for some reason.
literally we're looking for a house at the moment, and we're like, but where would we walk Evie? It needs to be lots of dog walks, and this is it on a
That's
night.
cool. Click of a button and it's nice and nighttime.
Yeah, look, the street lights up as
I
well.
like that. I'm trying to think if I'd add anything. I think a pool I'd add. and
I wanted to add
maybe
a pond.
that's it. Maybe a pond would be cool.
But
I
they
like
don't
that.
have a pond option.
Really?
No.
Sims, come on.
I know. I actually think at this point I was like, that front looks really dark.
Oh,
So I
that's a good
added a
shout.
few
Yeah,
more
yeah.
little lights and stuff here.
Did you show the little piggies and was it a pig and sheep
Yeah,
at the beginning?
a pig and a bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit,
as
there
you
you go.
come in. So cute.
I love that.
So that's the little house. Well, little house. That's the huge dream house.
The opposite of little. It's huge.
It is literally, if we could build an amazing house and fill it with cool stuff, that's what we would do. That's not what we're gonna do because that house would be insanely expensive.
Especially like location and size. In England, you're looking at like
Oh my god, that would be like a
£4 or £5 million, which is about $6 or $7 million.
Yeah, that's
And
an expensive
property in US a little bit cheaper, but it's an expensive one.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, and I explained as well that I went for brick because in England things tend to be brick
Yeah,
based.
yeah. I thought that looked best from the outside, to be honest with you.
So that is the dream house built, complete. But I wanted to make a series out of this. So in the next episode, I'm gonna make us two.
Oh, baby.
I might need your help making you. You can also critique my design of myself.
You're definitely
as
better
well.
at making stuff than I am. You know how to make things look pretty and good.
So I will make us. The thing that I don't know, guys, the thing that I need your help on is, do I make us and move us immediately into the dream home? Or do I make us and move us into a little home and challenge ourselves to earn a certain amount and accumulate a certain amount of wealth before we move into the dream
Bit of a
home?
challenge.
Yeah, so
You're only just adding the chandelier now.
yeah,
by the
so
way.
I made the chandelier bigger.
Oh,
I
okay,
realized it
yeah.
wasn't quite big enough, so I changed that and I made it even bigger, which is what Ali's watching at the side. The video's
Yeah.
still going on. This was such a long build. So I want your guys' feedback. Do I move us in here and we start this dream life and maybe we make some little caliers or something? I don't know. The option is open. Or do I start us off as being a little bit younger, we're moving into somewhere a little bit smaller and we have to work our way up to the dream house? I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys want to see. So let me know in the comments below. I'm excited either way. Like, I love this house. I love this house so much. And even if it's Goal's house that we move into after playing a certain amount and earning a certain amount of simoleons.
I have no idea.
Simoleons. And then move into, or whether we just move straight in. I don't mind. So let me know. Let me know what you think of the house as well. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for helping.
No worries. I did a lot on this work. Project manager. Hours of time spent on this.
And yeah, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.